we've made it to Wednesday morning. It's a little after 7 a.m. I'm in Mississippi on 55 South. Oh, maybe 20 miles south of Memphis. I spent the night in Charleston, Missouri, Flying J there. When I stopped there, I had maybe 20 minutes left on my clock. Funny thing is, I'd spent the night before there at that same place, so I'm kind of retracing some of my path from a couple days ago. But anyway, as a reminder, you know, I've got this load I picked up in Terre Haute, Indiana yesterday. Got 2 coils. I'm delivering down south of Jackson, Mississippi today. I got an open delivery window. Let me check my notes here. I can deliver it anytime between 7 and like 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. I actually left out this morning around 3:45. That's when I got my clock back, you know, and after I did my inspection. Looks like we have some road construction up here. You know, and let me talk about a couple of comments I've had over the last day or so. I had one fella mention that recently my sound has not been as good. And he recommended I get a microphone from Santa. So I hadn't really noticed that, you know, listening to some of the videos, or when I'm putting the videos together. So I was just wondering if anyone else has noticed that. And let's see, I also had a email last night from Michael, who had been in training at Maverick. He went there a few weeks ago, got his CDL there at Maverick, went through the securement training and all that, and then he's had a week or so off. He lives in the Atlanta area, and he was letting me know that he's spoken to his trainer. You know, he's been assigned a trainer, and they're supposed to leave out, headed to Plano, Illinois, I think it was. Supposed to leave out Sunday. If he's going to Plano, I bet you he's going to the Menards Distribution Center, would be my guess. But anyway, congratulations, Michael. I'm sure you're excited about that and nervous. Oh, don't be nervous. Just get out there and learn. Just get through it. It'll be about 3 weeks. Just get through it. Day by day. You'll go back to Maverick for about a day and a half of review training, final evaluations, and then they'll assign you your own truck. There you go, on the road. And then I had I stopped a few miles back at a rest area. Really nice rest area too. State of Mississippi done an excellent job with that rest area. But he had mentioned, he's an ex-trucker. And I guess, you know, I'd mentioned in a couple of videos recently that I'd had a call from the maintenance coordinator at Maverick about some of my wheel sensors showing low tire pressure. He was asking, you know, why wasn't I checking my tire pressure before I start each day, you know, part of my pre-trip. And okay, that's a good point. But I guess my answer is, you know, I do not normally go around and check tire pressure on all the tires. I do check, you know, look or kick the tires, if you will, just to make sure, you know, I haven't lost some air overnight or that sort of thing. Because I have shown up at my truck while it was at the Maverick yard, sitting for the weekend, and shown up to leave out on a Sunday or a Monday morning and have a drive tire flat. Luckily was able to just get it over to the shop and have it replaced real quick. But yeah, I usually just kind of kick the tires, go around with a flashlight, kind of look at things, because I know, you know, I have had sensors, a sensor on a drive tire detect a nail in a tire and a slow leak, where I got out, looked at it, realized that, hey, I've got a nail in a tire and a leak, get to a Love's and have the tire replaced. So I have experience, you know, a working sensor. But in this case, you know, the first time the maintenance guy called me, he said he was getting 3 different tires reading low pressure, which, you know, I was just confident that this is a sensor problem, not an actual tire problem. And then when he called the second time, you know, he said he was getting like 1 tire. He actually said, you know, he was going to alert the North Little Rock yard and just check those sensors when I was parked there over the weekend. So I think I mean, I don't know for sure, but I think they probably replaced those sensors while I was parked there last weekend. I don't know that, but I just think this is a sensor issue. And I do know that about 2 months ago, they did replace all the wheel sensors for some reason. I don't know why. So, I don't know. But that's a good point. You know, you do want to check your tires as part of your inspection, for sure. So, legitimate point there. Especially for someone who used to do trucking back when things were simpler and maybe the trucks weren't rigged with all these sensors. I'm sure that was even more important. Appreciate that comment. Well, just giving you some beautiful morning road footage in Mississippi. Basically, I've just got to shoot down 55 through Jackson, and you know, my work order gave me this location as Jackson, Mississippi, but then I couldn't get it to come up on my GPS, so I looked it up online. It's a pre-coat metals facility, and it's actually in a town called Byram, I think it is. I may not have that exactly right. I didn't write it down, but the GPS recognized that. And it's actually a little bit south of Jackson. So that's where I'm headed. And then hopefully from there, you know, they'll hook me up with a load, getting me back toward North Little Rock. Because, you know, for Christmas week, the week we're in now, Maverick has got us all, or at least the ones that are wanting to be home for Christmas or the weekend, they've got us set to get home on Thursday, so that we'll be home, you know, Friday and Saturday before Christmas. So hopefully that works out. All right, guys, more down the road. Okay, guys, I've arrived here in Byram, Mississippi, just south of Jackson. And I pulled into the unloading area, had to untarp out there, and then they had me pull in to unchain. Just wanted to show you the load as a reminder. Got 2 coils, both weighed around 21,000 pounds. Not a bad load at all, not a bad load at all. So that's what we got. Okay, just waiting for them to unload, and they've already sent me my next order going to Philadelphia, Mississippi to get a load of lumber. More on that later. Okay, everybody. Well, I've arrived here in Philadelphia, Mississippi at the Weyerhaeuser lumber plant. I've been here a couple of times before, but it's been many months. Oh, sorry for all that noise. Well, you got to see a truck just got loaded and was passing by, and I'm in the line to get loaded. As you can see, the truck up in front of me is pulling ahead. Okay, so this order, I'll just talk while I give you a little look at this place. See, they got some lumber coming out of the door right ahead there to the left, tumbling out that little whatever you call it, slide or something. And I guess I can go on down to the next stop sign now. But this order, it delivers Monday morning in Madison, Illinois, you know, just on the east side of St. Louis, where we have a Maverick yard. And they've also sent me a pre-plan for after that, picking up at the Precoat Metals there in Granite City, just a few miles away, delivering on Tuesday in Chickasha, Oklahoma. So, man, I know what I'm going to be doing for the next couple days once I have my Christmas break. So, all right, I got to stop here. I got my PPE out, ready to go. So at this point, I'll just wait till one of the forklift loaders comes to get me, and he'll pull me around to where he wants me to be, and we'll get loaded. So I'll show you some more later. Okay, everybody, my loader has come to get me, and I'm supposed to follow him. Just thought I'd give you a look at this place. If you've never been here, it is kind of confusing to get into, but follow your company GPS. It works even better than my Rand McNally for this particular location. And it's easier coming in from the south than it is from the north, I'll tell you that. I think this was the first time that I'd come here from the south. Usually I'm coming in from the north side. You have to kind of go through town, and it's not fun. But this way, it's pretty easy. All right, looks like I'm gonna get loaded right here. And the way it works is he'll load the lumber, and then I'll have to put on just minimum straps, and then go back out to the securement area, finish strapping, and then go up to a tarping area. So, all right, that's it for now. Well, thought I'd show you, there's a truck right there getting loaded. So a busy place. They've got trucks on, you know, various locations. Here comes my guy. No, it's not my guy. You see right over here, they just have a bunch of wood stored. And then there's another warehouse over there with storage. So it's a big place. All right, more later. All right, everybody, I've gotten loaded and strapped down. I think I used all 12 4-inch straps. I'll try to show you the load when I get up here to the cart station. Basically, I've got, oh gosh, I'm not even sure. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I think 13 bundles of various lumber sizes, like 2 by 10 by 14s, maybe 2 by 10 by 12s. Man, it's quite a debris field to get out of here, isn't it? Whew. hours and 25 minutes left on my clock. I've still got to drive up here to the tarping station, get my two big lumber tarps out, use their little mechanical device to drape it over the load, get it positioned, bungee down, scale out, get my paperwork, and hit the road. I'm a little over, about 6.5 hours from North Little Rock, and there's a Love's about 1.5 hours from here, so I'm hoping I can, if I can get tarped in an hour, I should be able to make it. Oh boy. I think there was only one other truck that came in after me, so I guess they were about done for the day. I'm not sure, but this is actually the strapping area, but they let me strap back there where I got loaded because he said there were no other trucks in line until just a few minutes ago, and another one came in right after I left. So this is normally where you would pull up to do your strapping, finish your strapping. And as you can see, the sign says they don't want you up on top of the load. So basically we've got to drive back up to the top of the hill here. Oh, I guess I'll just keep the camera on. I was gonna turn it off, but let's just keep on going. This is such a beautiful lumber yard. See that big old crane straight ahead lifting all those timbers? They do it all here. Bring in the raw lumber, cut it into various sizes, ship it out. Okay, you see maybe in the distance straight ahead there's a yellow barn-like structure. That is the tarping barn, and that's where we're going. Straight ahead, that's the tarping barn. I'm just gonna kind of go bypass the scales here and make a right turn into the tarping barn. And they've got one of those, you know, basically it's a lifter where you roll your tarp out and then hook the machine onto. I usually go up to the second from the bottom row of D-rings, from the bottom edge of my tarp, go up to the second row and lift the tarp up. All right, well, this guy's about done with it, it looks like, so at least I won't have to wait for it. All right, more later. Okay guys, before I start tarping, let me show you the load here. Just a bunch of straps. I put one gut strap over this section here before he put that top bundle on. So that's it. A lot of lumber. All right, see there's the tarping apparatus right there with hooks on it. You hook it onto your tarp and then lift it up, drape it over. All right, so there she is. All right, let me get to work.